Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick, and today, guys, we're going to be jumping down into the world of XRP, taking a look at what's been going on most recently and what we think is likely to happen next. As I get into the video, if you find it useful, smash that like button. I do appreciate that. If you're new, why not subscribe and join us down in Discord? Links in the description below. Let's make a start with what is going on here with XRP. So here we have XRP paired up with USDT. We're on the 1 hour chart, and Binance is our data source, okay? And we can see that we have this 5-wave structured move to the upside here. This completed just on this upper area. Let me go ahead and mark that in at 53.4 cent. I will go ahead and just remove this line here, and I'm going to remove that one. We don't need it right now. Okay, so we've completed 5 waves, but what does that mean? Well, it could mean a couple of different things. One, this could be the end of a structure, or it could be the beginning of a structure. Okay, when we have 5 waves, it's only ever going to be at the beginning or at the end. Okay, so we need to ascertain whether or not this is going to be a reversal point for us, or whether we actually have more room to the upside. So if we zoom out of this, we can see this really nice run coming up here, and we have this 5-wave towards the end. Okay, what we need to do is we need to figure out, okay, does this truncate? Does it fall short of its target range, or does this still mean that we've actually hit target and now we can see reversal, right? Because it does look like we have a big wave 3 for this is potentially 5, meaning that we had a nice wave 1 at the front. To me, this looks like it is potentially the beginning of a wave 5, but we'll jump into that and see what that looks like. So, and this is quite complicated. There's a lot of different things to kind of think about, but for the most part, yeah, we're not quite hitting the 1.236 or the 1.618 there. So interesting times for XRP here. So one of two things have to occur at this point. Okay, it's going to be a little bit difficult because we haven't hit 1.236. So it's going to be a little bit difficult for us to kind of trade this one, so probably not worth trading it until we get confirmation. Okay, I'd say that we probably have to move down, so we would always look for a 3-wave corrective structure within our either wave 2, wave 4, or some kind of reversal pattern from 5 waves. So looking at it, we've come down, we've bounced, we're probably going to come down again, okay? Overbought on the 1 hour chart. Let's just jump to that 4 hour. It's actually got some progression to the upside, so this could be a little bit hit and miss. We'll see how it goes. As like I said, it's not a good structure to be trading right now. So from here, we could potentially see 50.74, which actually would fall more in line with wave 2. If I go ahead and draw this on, yeah, we'd basically look for anywhere between 50.51 and 51.74. We've already hit that low area there, but it looks like we might have to move down just a fraction further. So I'll be calling out 50 cent, 50.74 approximately, to kind of say that that's where our C wave should end. Alternatively, of course, you know, we might just have a double bottom and move from there. Okay, so we're looking for 51.4 on the double bottom side and 50.74 on the C wave structure right about there. Okay, so that kind of gives us a bit of a target range between 50.74 and 51.544. Sorry, 50.74 and 51.44. Those are the range that we'll be looking for. And that would put this into a bit of a wave 2 positioning, which would then actually allow us to then rally up even more afterwards. Okay, so it is a weekend, so momentum indicators are not going to be the best. Not very few people are going to be that active, and then you can kind of see that potential break to the upside there. Of course, we're only really a few days away from the Hinman emails getting out, and I think a lot of people are FOMOing into XRP, looking to accumulate as much XRP as possible before those emails are kind of, you know, in the public domain, so that people knows just how corrupt the SEC is. I mean, we all know they're corrupt anyway, but you know, it's going to be confirmation of how corrupt that they are. I think essentially is what's going to come on the output of those emails once they kind of are in the public domain. So interesting thing is that I think a lot of people are kind of FOMOing in. They are paying slightly premium pricing at times, but for the most part, and I've said this many times before, I think it's better to be in a position on XRP than out of a position on XRP. And considering we've rallied up quite nicely here over the last little while, I think that's kind of the mentality of many people. Moving over into smart money concepts, well, what do we see? Well, we're still in a bullish structure. This is something that we can see from down here. We were having these false flags both on Bitcoin and on XRP at this point here. We can see that we're in a bullish state of play at the moment though, so change of character in the green, looking pretty good. We can see that we're riding this hourly 50 EMA, and it's currently acting as support and is sat on top of the equilibrium area. We had a weak high, strong low. There's a fair value gap right actually down at that week low, so let's go ahead and zoom in on that right in here. Okay, so you can see that there's a fair value gap here. So big candles coming in. We pulled back down, filled out most of the other fair value gaps, but this one kind of just didn't quite get filled out. This one comes in at 50 cent to 50.25. So it does look like that's going to be something to kind of be thinking about at some point. There's also one down here a little bit deeper. This one comes in at 49 to 49.5. And then there's one all the way down here as well at 45 cent at 45.8. So interestingly, I think that at some point we will have to retrace down there. For now, you can see the red on our stochastic RSI. That's an indication that, you know, we should be running out of momentum to the upside. But you know, this is XRP and the FOMO is strong, so we'll see how that kind of goes. One of the things that's quite obvious, though, is if we zoom out of the chart here and just take a look at our volume profiles in relation to what's going on with the price action, we can see something really interesting. One, we've gone up into higher highs over here. Whilst that's occurring, we're coming down into lower highs on the volume. This is a pretty typical way of seeing that a reversal is likely to occur. So this is why I'm saying, like, it's possible that we just truncated or just failed to hit that 1.236 on that fifth wave target range. And that actually could just be reversal now. It could just be that we actually move back down much deeper. I don't think that's going to be the case because I think the FOMO is really strong, but it's something that we need to be aware of from a technical standpoint. That essentially the TA is suggesting that actually we might start seeing reversals with the price action of XRP here. It'd be interesting to kind of see how that one plays out over a longer period of time. We'll try to do some daily updates, I think, on XRP over the next couple of weeks or so. Now, from our divergence indicator, there's nothing kind of worrying there. So no divergence on the RSI and price action. RSI is reasonably high, but not overbought. Jumping over into our daily time frame, you can see this run that we've had to the upside here. And you can see it's been pretty reasonably moved up quite reasonably, right? We can see from this low side of the 8th of May up to the high side 30% so far. Looking at the structure, essentially what we're kind of trying to look for here is either we have a big impulsive structure, we have some kind of like big kind of wave 1, 2, kind of 3, 4, 5 kind of thing going on, or alternatively, actually, we're just looking at minor movements within that price action, 1, 2, kind of 3, 4, 5, like this. So either way, I think we're going to see some retracement at some point here. And that retracement, I think we're going to have to target out either the 50 or 200 EMA, which in this particular case, we're talking about 44.32 for the 200 EMA and 47.22 cent for the 50 EMA. This also happens to coincide at the moment with this previous area that we had consolidated down on our Y wave, and obviously our Z wave finished a little bit deeper. There's lots of buying pressure right down at this low side, and yeah, it's looking pretty reasonable here for XRP at the moment. So yeah, I think all eyes are on the Hinman emails when they actually get released into the public domain. And the big question on my mind at the moment is, will this be a buy the rumor, sell the news event, or will this be just complete FOMO once we realize, or once the general public realize just how corrupt the SEC are? Let me know in the comments below. Do you think that this is going to be a buy the rumor, sell the news event, or do you think that this is going to start the bullish movement for XRP on the slightly longer term? Let me know in the comments below. If you found it useful, smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and guys, I'll catch you all in the next one.